Happy 1 week to you. Happy 1 week to you. Happy 1 week, dear Alienware. Happy 1 week to you. Cheers. Wow, so many of you guys watched and commented on my last video about my new Alienware, which made that video the least sad video on my sad YouTube channel. So thank you! I did say in my last video that if enough people liked it, I would do another follow-up review of my Alienware Area 51M R2, and it's been a week since it got to my house. So here it is. I'm still liking this laptop a lot. It has been giving me great gaming and creative experiences. And it is just as fast and responsive as I had expected. I honestly don't remember the last time I recorded a gameplay of League of Legends. It always lagged and showed glitch lines at the bottom of the screen. I only played and recorded a bot game this time because first, I suck, and second, I was afraid of the lag. But the whole game was smooth AF. I think I'll finally start streaming again after I get my microphone, so follow me on Twitch if you haven't. The laptop came with the Alienware Command Center, which allows you to customize certain aspects of the system. Right off the bat, you see 4 things you can customize. Overclock, which I don't know what it means. Thermal, basically the fans. Audio, again I don't know what it is, but there are different options. And power, which determines how much power the laptop would allocate to each task. You can check on your computer's performance under the Fusion tab. I always check on the temperature because my overheated MacBook has made me paranoid. Holy shit, this thing is gonna burn! One thing that really impressed me about this computer besides its speed was Windows Hello Face, which is equivalent to Apple's Face ID. So today I learned there is such thing called facial recognition on your computer. And instead of using the webcam here, the facial recognition webcam is here. To enable Windows Hello Face, you just need to go to your settings, accounts, sign in option, and select Windows Hello Face. You'll then be prompted to look at the camera. Don't forget, it's the lower camera, not the webcam you use for Zoom calls. Another thing I forgot that Windows had was split screens. Just 2 simple clicks of the Windows key and the left or right arrow key and boom, you can multitask now. You don't have to drag your windows all over the place anymore. Here are the specs again for those professionals out there because I don't understand any of them besides CPU and memory. Pause the video if you need to. Now let's talk about the problems because I love to complain. The first problem I encountered was a glitchy screen after leaving it to sleep when the browser was open. It really freaked me out the first time. Motherfucker, what happened here? After contacting Dell's customer support, they found that I had missed many updates and were able to conduct a remote assistance session. I'm still not entirely sure whether the problem stemmed from the lack of updates, but it seemed to be fixed now. Kudos to Dell! The customer support experience was awesome. They were just as responsive as my laptop. Oh, I also got this message upon opening Adobe Premiere. It led me to many confusing websites. I don't know if I did this right or how it's going to affect my work, but I did it anyway because the notification was annoying. I said in the last video that the speaker and the microphone were decent on Alienware Area 51M, but I forgot to mention the webcam. This is what I look and sound like with the default webcam and the microphone. The fans are on at 80%. Not the most impressive quality, but it's not what the laptop was built for anyway. The short battery life can also be a concern. I'm not complaining too much because I was fully aware of it before the purchase. I said in the last video that one of the major problems I had with my Mac was its short battery life. It was a big problem back then because I was promised a way longer battery life. Oh, did I tell you this machine is loud and heavy? The fans are the reason I started using headphones. The laptop weighs over 10 pounds, or about 4.7 kilos. So my experience of moving from room to room with my laptop went from this to this to this. There were comments under my last video about the reasons I put myself in debt. I am financing the computer for 18 months with no interest thanks to Dell's financial services. And with the work I'm doing and the potential career I'm aiming at, I think getting this laptop was a worthy investment. With that being said, please last longer than my Mac, please last longer than my Mac, please! I love you. Thank you guys so much for watching a second video about this Alienware Area 51M R2. I probably won't have a third video until like at least a year from now. So if you're only here for Alienware, come back in a year. If you're here for my other content, thank you so much for following, and I hope I can have some interesting things coming up. Yeah. Thank you, bye!